We are here for our Tuesday Facebook Live. Oh, hi, Lisa. How are you? We're already having people come visit us. Okay, so I'm Kathy Santo. This is Lauren.
Hi.
This is Nancy.
Hi.
And we're here to talk about our favorite time of the year. Not really.
Halloween.
See,
Get
we're
it?
dressed up. Kathy's a border collie.
Because I'm wearing black and white.
Right. And we're cats, which has nothing to do with dogs. So,
Because we terrorize dogs.
yes. Oh, yeah.
That's why.
That's true.
Apparently,
Just like we terrorize Kathy.
This is very accurate. The border collie ears were a total fail, so
No,
they
they were-
spared me.
Yeah.
But next week is really Halloween.
Oh, we're really going to dress up, though, next week. We really need to get costumes.
Okay. All right. We'll work on it. We've been doing costumes at the school with the dogs.
Oh, yeah. I have such good pictures of all the dogs. We have, like, little bow ties with, like, spiders on them.
And we have a big spider costume.
Yeah.
It looks like they're a spider and they run around. I think it's a tarantula
And a lion.
and a lion mane. Oh, my God. If I
Are we
could figure
posting
out.
these pictures?
We should.
We should.
Because they're
We'll post
really
them.
cute.
And
Some
if you
dogs look
have,
like lions.
you should post your pictures.
Yes.
But we're going to talk about how to get your dog to accept a costume. And we don't normally like dressing up our dogs. Like,
Mm-mm.
no. But we do feel it's a big body handling exercise opportunity for you, because I feel like if you have a dog who will let you put a costume on him, you have a dog who won't bite the vet when he tries to lick in their mouth, or the groomer when they try to pluck their ears. So we put a lot of stock in body handling a lot. And we feel like people are motivated to get that done because they want to dress their dog up.
Yeah, but it's also good for other dogs too, because when, like, maybe we don't dress up our dogs for Halloween, but if your dog goes out on Halloween and other dogs are dressed up, you know, it might freak them out. Like, we have that big spider costume. Like, what if a dog's a spider and your dog's never seen that before?
Right.
And you're like, oh my God, I had no idea. So at least we do it in class and kind of get them.
And I think
used
it
to
softens some of the breeds, right?
Yeah.
So you got
It does.
got a scary Rottweiler, and it's in a shirt that says, "Kiss me, I'm Irish." Now, who can be afraid of that?
Or
That's
like a
true.
ladybug.
A ladybug, right?
Right.
Or a little butterfly wing.
Right.
on the
I'm waiting
pimples.
for my costume to come in for
I
the
know.
dogs.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it has little butterflies
Oh,
and little
cute.
antennas. It's going to be cute.
So when I sort of jumped the topic, but that's one of our topics for today.
Yeah.
If you're going to dress up your dog, there are some rules that you should follow. And obviously the first rule is make sure your dog is familiar with the costume. We don't want you to just go out to wherever you go and slap a costume on your dog, because
No.
it's not really going to work out.
Mhm.
And if you decide they are going to be one, make sure it's not annoying. Make sure they're not afraid of it. Make sure they can see. Make sure, God forbid, they can breathe
Right.
and move.
Yeah, if it's too
Comfortable.
tight
Right.
or, yeah.
Exactly.
Leave
Some
it-
dogs just get stiff.
Yeah. Like when you put the boots on, we'll cover that in another topic.
Yes.
They can't move.
Kicking their
It's so
feet.
sad. But you have to dress them in something they'll love, and maybe you just put on a bandana.
Mhm.
Right. Or the little bow ties that
Yes.
we got that go right to their collar.
Yeah.
Something
And
festive.
it's not funny if they're stressed out. I mean, a lot of people,
No.
that's on YouTube, right? They put the dog in a costume and he's tragically upset and they think it's funny. I think that's in poor taste. So if they're
Yeah.
afraid, take it off. They don't like Halloween anyway. Like, they don't care.
No, they don't.
I remember my kids wanting to get their costumes like months in advance. The dogs don't feel that way. They're just like, all right.
No,
So
not at all.
let me back up, and we're going to talk about 10 tips to keep your dog safe and happy during Halloween. And we have a Halloween story from a few years ago, and we won't name names. We said that, right?
But you told them.
They forgot.
Last meeting.
They forgot.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Okay. So we had a student, and pretty much she did almost everything right. She went to answer the door, and the dogs were gated. And when she opened the door, there was a little one, like 5, in a scary monster suit. And he went, and thought she was being attacked. And the
Not
time,
mine.
the
student.
the student
The student.
thought, I don't know what she thought, and broke the gate down, jumped, and actually bit the kid.
Right.
So many things wrong with that. And the kid was screaming, which incited the other dog to want to go after the kid too. And strangely, the mother was yelling at the kid, like, "See what you do to the dogs."
Right.
It was just,
Right. It's just a bad situation.
he's probably not doing Halloween this year, that child. He's
probably petrified
scarred.
of dogs now.
Yeah. So, if you have dogs at home, we want them somewhere safe. And safe is like upstairs in your room in a crate. Or maybe it's somebody's house like mine. No, don't bring all your dogs here. But my house, I never get trick-or-treaters because I'm on a main street and there's no sidewalk. So
Right.
I never see anybody.
Right.
But you should have them be somewhere safe and not freaking out.
Right. Dogs do not need to see the kids in costume. that. So you need to knock at the door all week to desensitize our dogs at the school with ringing the doorbell and knocking on the door, just so that when that happens, and it's going to happen constantly, the dog's not barking and freaking out. So have someone ringing the doorbell. Give your dog a cookie if he's not barking.
And if you don't have help, record your doorbell.
Absolutely.
On your phone. And just randomly around the house, ring the doorbell, give him a cookie.
Right.
Or ask him to sit and create a new pattern of behavior.
Right. And that'll help year round because your doorbell is going to ring and then your dog's not freaking out and just making it really unpleasant for everybody.
Right. And so you put them away and they have to have something to do. So we have lots of things you can give them to work on in their crate or when they're confined.
Yeah. Kongs, antlers.
Antlers. Okay. I have my antler supply here. So I love
You
these.
have a lot.
I know. Look at all of them. They come in different sizes. This is from Acadia Antlers, and we're going to put
Gigantic.
a link in the comments below. They're actually going to give you a 10% discount if you get your antlers from them.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
Do you know where these come from?
These specifically?
What they come from? Oh, look, it's a Halloween costume.
Like what animal?
Yeah.
Well, I think
An elk?
I think it's a deer.
Mm-mm. It's a moose.
Oh.
And the moose.
Well, they're gigantic, so
Yes. Well, the moose are
The deer in my yard.
They're more
sporting me.
dense, right? They're more dense
Right.
than the elk or the
Yeah.
deer. And they're naturally shed. Do you know what that means?
Yep.
No
Yes.
dead- no
Right.
dead
You
moose.
don't have to hurt
Nope.
the animal to take.
Right. And they find them on the forest. And these are so fresh. I tried antlers years ago when they were popular. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to get one. I went to a store, bought an antler. And my dogs are like, really?
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a student come in like that week and say, oh, my dogs are crazy for antlers. And I'm like, mine aren't. And she said, oh, where do you get them? And then she brought me one the next day and she brought me one of these. And my dogs love them.
Right.
Love.
And they're so hard that your dog can chew on them forever. It's not like something that they're going to be able to chew right through.
like a bully stick.
Exactly, because they're not really eating it; they're just chewing on it.
And they're hyperallergenic. So if
Yeah.
your dog has issues and they can't eat this, they can't eat that, or there's a weight problem and you don't want to fill a Kong with peanut butter and have them gain 700 pounds, you can do that. Also, I find that these, for the price, are bigger than the ones that I see elsewhere. And I know these are totally fresh. They're just, they're awesome. She also makes them flavored. Right, and my dogs don't need a flavor but she has flavors with them. She also sells moose dust, which is ground up antlers.
Oh,
And for picky eaters, you can put it like on their food. It's a great source of calcium.
cool.
And
Interesting.
cats like the moose dust too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yay!
Yay! And of course, when you buy one of these, you make sure it's size appropriate. Like, you know, if you have a big dog, get a big antler. Don't get a little one.
Right,
And supervise
they
them.
could choke on it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah. Oh, one trick. My favorite trick with this. Sometimes the dogs love them, and then they're like, how about them? If you get a little sandpaper and just rub it on the
Get 'em.
end, it
Kinda
gets
rejuvenate.
refreshes them.
Yeah.
Okay. So antlers, we love Kongs. We love puzzle toys that you put their kibble in, they can push it over. And, you know, put on some white noise. Put on the fan, the TV, whatever you have. But
Right.
I don't want them in the room hearing all the commotion downstairs.
I have a little noise machine in my room for my dogs.
Yes, you do.
Well, yes, it's Kathy's. But that works wonders. I mean, people can come in and out of my house and they don't hear anything. So I love it.
They hear Indy barking. Do you hear Indy barking?
I do.
I do. I didn't know that was Indy.
Yeah, it's Indy. He wants to be in.
He wants to be
After his live last week,
Yeah.
he's like, is it my turn? No, it's not your turn.
Aw.
Barking doesn't get you a turn. Okay, let's talk about candy. It's not for your dog.
No.
Chocolate, any candy,
No.
and cats as well.
Right.
Speaking of
Right.
cats. And we run through those symptoms of chocolate poisoning, right? So it's vomiting, diarrhea, rapid breathing, increased heart rate, seizures. There's somewhere online you can look up like how much your dog weighs and how much chocolate he ate. I feel like if you're looking that up, you're wasting time. You need to go to the vet. The xylitol in some candies is really bad for dogs as well. Even a small amount of xylitol is super, super bad. So they don't know if it's toxic for cats yet. They haven't established that, but I wouldn't give it to kitties either. And you should also know, like, God forbid your dog does eat the bowl of Reese's Pieces or M&Ms. You got to get them somewhere fast. Yeah.
Right. Right.
So whatever your nearest clinic is, we have a bunch. We have Ordell, we have Blue Pearl, and we have Valley Cottage. There's somewhere else. I'm forgetting. You guys, well, if you know, post it up there. Let me know.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
look.
just know those two.
Kathy's here. Hi, friends. Hi, Kathy. Yay.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
We miss you guys.
They'll be back in November.
Oh, good.
Not only your candy in your house, but if you take your dog out when you're trick-or-treating, remember candy on the front steps of people's houses when the kids are running up, and even in the leaves.
Yeah,
right?
kids are going to be
drop
dropping
stuff.
them. Yeah.
So you want to be really careful when they're in the leaves. Also, ticks in the leaves. Just thought of that. Be super careful. Don't let your dogs running in the leaves because it's just not good. You don't know what's in
And
there.
what do we practice all day today at school?
Leave it.
Leave it.
With everything.
Right. And it's a challenge.
Yeah.
And we had the dog's on a short leash and they're still grabbing the cookie off the floor.
Right. And it's food that they get all the time. Like it's going to be
Kibble.
candy on the floor now. They're going to be like, oh, I don't know what that is.
Exactly.
And you want to make sure that you're on it. So I know you're trick-or-treating with your kids and there you have your dog, which we feel is pretty much a bad idea. You train, you're paying attention, your name, and pretty soon you're like, what's my dog chewing? And then it's a Snickers bar, but there's only half a Snickers bar. And now you're like, what did Kathy say was the name of that emergency hospital?
Yeah.
So I just don't think dogs should go trick-or-treating. Too much potential for fear and just getting in trouble.
And even kids coming up and petting them and touching them.
In their costumes that they're not used to seeing.
It's not good.
It's not good. That's why it's not a dog holiday. It's a people holiday.
No.
Right.
Okay. Now, we also want to talk about plants. Pumpkins, corn, keep it out of reach. They're pretty much non-toxic, but, they eat a corn cob. They're going to be uncomfortable.
Right.
Probably going to be seeing your vet. And blockages if they take a large chunk of pumpkin or the corn cob. I've seen that happen too. So,
and some people put candles in their pumpkins, so even more dangerous.
I don't know. I've never been a candle pumpkin person. It's
because you're a dog.
Because I'm a dog person.
Yeah.
Because I worry about the flame issue. And then of course people have displays with those big blow up.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
They scare the crap out of
dogs.
dogs.
Afraid of them.
They are.
Yeah.
We've had a few dogs come in that have been afraid of those.
Traumatized.
We have to walk through town and find some. And Yeah.
So you want to, if you are going to take your dog out, even though we really don't want you to, desensitize them to that. Have a cookie, lure them kind of near it, feed them so that they're not afraid of these things.
You have a week.
Exactly.
Get on it.
Just a lot of those lawn ornaments.
Hurry.
Yeah.
I just thought of something amazing.
What?
If you have a house and dogs poop on your lawn all the time and you don't like it.
Lawn ornaments? But we just told them how to desensitize.
I know. But if they put a big scary blow up on their lawn, nobody will be pooping on your lawn anymore.
Yeah.
Or maybe, but not every dog's afraid either.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
What?
No, nothing. I'll keep it in my head.
I know.
Tell later.
I know.
I'm totally missing it. Okay. Wires, electrical cords from those things. I had a student, and this was a Christmas story, not a good one. And the dog came inside, and she didn't eat dinner, and she wouldn't drink. And then she came to lesson the next day, and then she's like, I don't know what's wrong with her. And I opened her mouth because she wouldn't take treats, and she was a lab. And she had third-degree burns on her gum. Her tongue was necrotic.
Oh my God.
She bit their cord for their Christmas lights, and she held on. It must have shocked her because they shorted out. That's what the owner said. Oh my God, maybe it was to do with the Christmas lights. And they had to take off a big chunk of her tongue. And
thank God they shorted out though. She could have been electrocuted.
Yeah,
I know.
She could have gotten really hurt.
And people always say, oh, my dog won't do that. How do you know?
Right.
You don't know.
The definition of an accident is something you don't expect to have happen. We don't want that to happen.
No.
All right. What else?
Making sure that if your dog gets away from you, if they run away, if you have them microchipped or something, just so somebody can notify you. God forbid your dog does get out, because you're going to be opening the door all day. Kids are going to come in, and if your dog runs out and you're gone, you
should have a tag with your number or the collars. We recommend them saying reward rather than the dog's name with your number, so that God forbid your dog does get loose, somebody can call and contact
People ask all the time, why don't we want the dog name on there?
Because then I'm going to take your dog.
Right, because it's so wonderful because you train at Kathy Santos.
And you know, people say, my dog is so naughty. I'm going to put the name on it and a different phone number.
But that's not true.
People all the time. Not our students. They love our dogs.
People stop in their cars and they admire our dogs, and they dogs that we're training at the school.
Yeah, especially if the dog sits for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Sit is the
big winner.
Yeah, it doesn't bark, and it comes when you call its name.
Yeah.
Yep. And we talked about the leaf thing, but we really feel like the day after Halloween is a big problem.
Right.
Because, it's over and everybody has their guard down, but that's when all the candy is still on the ground.
Yes.
We don't want the dogs to unearth something that's going to make them sick. And I think people will get off guard after the day. And it's not even just the day. Like, I took a picture of a candy bar that I found under a bunch of leaves like a week later.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's under the leaves.
It is. And, it just, I don't love Halloween. I think I don't love Halloween because I'm a dog person, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
even mischief night, whatever you guys call it.
Cabbage night.
Yeah. There's a lot of other things that are on the ground that you might not know that are there, and your dogs find them. So you just have to be so careful.
But how about the people that are walking around like toilet paper and stuff, and your dog is barking all night long?
Right, right.
They don't do that here.
I just moved, so hopefully they don't do that in my.
The kids always want
you to be aware. We'd like you to try and leave it a lot more than you probably do. If you would love to get an antler and you get that discount, it is in the comment section below in a link. We have a PDF of all our top tips, and I think there's more than what we said today. I'd also love pictures of your dog.
Yes, send them. We would love them.
Yeah, and if you're not, look, and you're going to say, she just told me I don't have to dress up my dog. I don't want a picture of them dressed up. How about next to a pumpkin?
Yeah.
Or next to your kid dressed up. Oh, did we talk about that? That your kids should do a dress rehearsal so they don't scare the crap out of your dogs?
We didn't, but we should.
Yeah. So your kid comes down or you have a Halloween party and there's all these scary costumes and your dog is like, I'm going to bite you or I'm going to run and pee on the carpet.
Right.
So do a dress rehearsal. Your kids will love it because they want to wear their costumes all the time.
Right.
Anyway.
Like the zombies where their faces are covered and they're billowing.
Or the props. Or something around and the dog doesn't like that.
Right. The scary noises that people have, the dry ice with the smoke, all those scary things.
Yeah.
And if you're at the house, it is scary, really scary. Oh, hi, Kathy. Her Wheaton loves Halloween.
Good.
I sit outside the porch in his clown costume. Oh my gosh, send us that picture.
Yeah.
It's really scary when something drops in the house, like the candy. Your kids come home with a bag of candy and it's hanging out and it's ripping. Or this has happened too. Kids hide candy from the parents, not yours, not ours.
Or they just spread it all over the floor to itemize it.
Yeah, you gotta
things go under the couch.
Yeah, you better be aware of where your dog is, or you're going to have a big problem. And we don't think scaring your dog is fun. So sometimes your kids dress up, I know, and they scare the dog on purpose.
Right.
Please don't let that happen. Because then you'll know us a lot longer than you thought you would, because we're going to have to undo all the trauma that your children have done to your dog. So I think that covers it pretty much. Yeah. That's it. We'll see you next week, same time, which will be the official day of Halloween.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Martine will be happy because she's finally going to know it's Halloween is next Tuesday. Martine thought it was Tuesday.
Hi, Martine.
All right. And look, I got them.
Yes.
Oh,
so excited. Now we can.
Because I have a coconut, but I currently can't find it. I will find it. Now we have tropical drinks.
Yes.
We have to remember to fill them the next time because mine's empty.
I just took a drink. Wink, wink.
Oh my gosh.
Mine's empty. I don't know about yours, but mine doesn't have anything in it.
Mine has water.
Mine's nothing.
Sorry. But they are cute.
Cat's out of the bag there. Sorry, guys.
Ha
ha.
All right.
So witty.
We are so done. Okay, so that's
Happy
the
Halloween.
Scoop. Happy almost Halloween.
Yep.
We will be here to see you for Halloween next
Good
week.
luck.
And if you need anything from us, just email us. Throw it in the comment section below. We like to answer you. All of us will answer you.
Yes.
And we'll see you at class.
Yep.
And we'll
Come
see you
visit
next week.
us.
We're good?
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
Bye.